Mic fixing adventure. Here is a trio of SM81s. So one of them says no capsule response. One of them has red tape on it. Doesn't pick up signal. Loud pops when selecting high pass filter. Okay, and this one doesn't have a marking on it. This one I have left over from before for parts. It's been glued. It's kind of ugly, but let's see if we can figure out what's wrong and fix them quickly. So let's start with no capsule response. 222, and that is correct. No capsule response. Let's try a different capsule. Okay, so I took the capsule off and I'm touching the place where it connects and we hear sound. So it does seem like it is a dead capsule, but we can check that out. Let's take the capsule off of this one. So we have more than one, it makes things a little easier. And put it on here. Hey, 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 222. Hey, hey. Something's loose in there. So it works, but there's something else wrong. Suspicious. Let's go ahead and try this one that's, hey, 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 222. Okay, so this one here, this parts one, is working just fine. It's just ugly. So that's going to come in handy for us. Let's use that as the test for the capsules. We've got a good test bed. So we're going to take that bad capsule, we'll put it on there, and we'll do it hot. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, nothing coming out of this capsule. Let's go ahead and look at that first. What could cause this capsule to be bad? We'd really have to dive in there. But we have a good capsule here that's ugly, that's been glued all the way around. Maybe we can take the guts out of this guy and put it into this guy, and we'll end up with a reasonably good, I mean, it's not beautiful, but a reasonably good looking capsule, and an ugly one that doesn't work. Let's give that a shot. Put these side by side and we'll look at the two different serial numbers. Now they do have different writing in there from different series. This one is very old and this one is obviously newer, or I'm betting that it's newer, just from the way that it's serialized. See if we can remove this sticker that allows us to get to the internals there. So there's sticker number one, and we'll move this sticker too. Which one will we use when we're done if we are successful? So next we need to remove the ring and take the guts out. So let's take the guts out of the bad one first, because we know those things are kind of wonky. I've actually got a pair of snap ring pliers I'm going to grab. Okay, this is cool. I love looking inside of this stuff. There's the ring. And here we've got a gold pin, which comes down and makes the contact with the circuit. We've got an insulator that looks like it's got some rust on it. It might have gotten wet. This feels to be like Teflon, but could be nylon. We want to make sure we remember which way it goes. And then we've got our spring here. It's gold and it's got some red paint on it. Just looking for any debris or anything that might cause this thing to be flawed here. Let's try the pouring method. So I just dumped it over and all the stuff came out, but the diaphragm stayed in there. And it is this beautiful gold foil. And I'm just going to wipe these down. Maybe there's a little corrosion or just enough. It doesn't need much of a connection, and it lacking any connection will definitely mess it up. Then we've got a perforated disc. We want to make sure we keep this the right way because it might be conductive on one side and not on the other, and it does appear that way. And then we've got a very, very thin insulating gasket. And we really don't want to mess with that foil if we don't have to. So now we got to put everything back in. So what I'm going to do is reassemble this pile. All right, so if I did everything right, I've got it all balanced in this screwdriver. I should be able to set this thing back on there very carefully. And that should work. How do we know? Well, let's give it a shot before we put it back together. So I'm going to put this spring in here. So I'm just going to put this ring in a little bit in case I have to take it back apart again. Now I'm using snap ring pliers. I'm not actually grabbing the holes like the snap ring pliers are designed for. I'm just using them to push outward and grasp the ring, and it's working really well. And all we have to do is get this to compress the spring a little bit. Let's see if it works. So this is our ugly mic. Hey, 222. We got ourselves a good microphone capsule now. So we've salvaged the parts there. Let's put it on this mic here and see if it works. 222. Yeah. Hey. All right, that works just fine. Sounds like a SM81. And let's go ahead and put the sticker back in. What do we want it to be, a new version or old version? We'll have it be the new version. And there's one of them. We'll check the pad, make sure that works. 222, hey, 222, 222, hey, 222. And we'll check the high pass filter. Hey. No unnecessary handling noise. Now I'll go through and check that with more precision later before we get these back into inventory. Now we know this is a good preamp. Boom, here we go. And we know, let's see if this capsule works. Completely dead. Dead capsule. 222. Oh. Hey. It starts to work when I push it off to the side. Let's see if what happens here. Same thing. So this one appears to have a capsule that is not quite making a connection. Let's see if it tries again. Hey. So we'll pull this thing apart. And we'll remove what we can without flipping it over. All right, let's see what's happening inside of here. We'll flip it over on top of this and very carefully lift this up. This one, the whole thing came out. That's interesting. This time we got the diaphragm out as well. And I don't want to mess with this too much. There's a washer and then all the stuff that we've seen before. There's an insulator. So what we need to do, let's go ahead and put this back in and just see if that fixes it. It may well just be some corrosion that's occurred and causing it to not make a great connection. I'm going to spin this stuff a little bit just to get some fresh connection there. Let's wipe down this spring, do it on paper, add a little abrasion there. Maybe there's a bad connection there. Put the spring back in, make sure it's lined up with the center part, get the ring. I think that, yeah, it's just it's just gotten some moisture in there and it's just not making a good connection. All these different metals build up some galvanic corrosion. And let's plug this in. 222. Look at that. Hey. 222. Hey. 22. All right, that's working just perfectly. Hey. Pad, and how cool was that? We just took it apart, put it back together. It just had built up some corrosion in there, and that's not uncommon. Hey, 222. Oh, let's turn this high pass filter on. Yeah. Hey. And yeah. Hey. Cool. 2 SM81s working now. Question is, can we get the third one working? Let's take a look. Dead capsule. Hey, 222. Listen to that. Hey, it likes to be hit. Probably something up in the top there. Let's go ahead and switch this out, make sure it's not the... This is microphone abuse repair. Hey, that works perfect. And this does not. Hey. Okay, so there's something wrong in that capsule there. We'll deal with that later. because it's non-critical. We got the actual mics working and ready for secondary tests. Let's go ahead and mark those up. And hell yeah. All right. 2 more going back to the mic bins.